are
Rob Jiggity, Ben Zeno the Hero, back at it. Ones and twos, mic check, mic check. In the cut, what is up?
hello.
Salutations, Jiggity.
Hello, Ben. How you doing?
I'm doing alright. Shout out to the Iona women's soccer game. They took the W 5-1 against St. Peter's. Light. Some number 27 got carted off right before halftime.
I saw. I saw that.
You saw that?
Like I was getting lunch, and then I saw the whole incident.
Yeah. So hopefully a speedy recovery for that. The women's team will be playing next Saturday at 2 on Senior Day. So go check that out. But in the cut, WICR, Ben Zeno the Hero, Rob Jiggity. What's on tap for the segment?
In case you didn't notice, my co-host is a huge Knicks fan.
NYK up here.
In case you didn't notice the huge Knicks logo on his
That was a quick
shirt.
I wore that. I ain't even like, I'm like, oh snap, we got the show today. So it's only right. It's only right. Shout out to Jamal. Miss Jamal. He used to say that. He's in Vermont.
Well, Jamal Ahmed Gaming.
So NYK. After last season, the Knicks were wiggity whack.
That's not even.
That's not even
beginning to describe it.
Yeah, that's like
horrible. It's
putrid.
It's bad to lose because
losing ain't good.
No, I'm not saying that. It's at the beginning of the season, the first half, they were losing games because they weren't trying. They weren't losing games because they were just that much worse. There were some games where they were obviously less talented than other teams,
but they still gonna put a fight in.
But there were some games where they were playing whack teams and they were just putting no effort and lost to horrible teams.
And that's inexcusable.
That is inexcusable,
especially for New York team. When New York fans like this, now like, yo, what are you doing?
The second half, after they shut down Melo, they played a lot better as a squad.
They played well. They
played a lot better as a squad. They actually tried to play. They thought like when you play in the NBA, you have to think you can win every game, no matter if you're playing against the Western All Stars. You have to think you're gonna win every game.
Given night, your team can get blown out by 30.
Yeah, and it happened a lot.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Because the Knicks just they thought they were. I don't know what they thought they were, but they thought they could coast, they could slack and give mediocre effort and win games.
And they think it was cool to do that.
Yeah, there's plenty of games where they were up 3 with 4 minutes left. Then they slacked and then
lose by 15.
And then lose by 15.
Hey, that's some.
Yeah, there was no effort at all.
So for the off season, just in case you ain't know, Knicks had the 4th overall pick. That was worst record, 17-65.
Yes,
it was bad,
horrible.
They didn't even get the first pick. They didn't even get the second pick. They didn't even get the 3rd pick. Who's that?
Armand. Shout out to Montanity.
Yeah, shout out to Armand. And they ended up with the 4th pick, and they drafted Kristaps Porzingis, standing at officially 7'1".
7'1".
He's 7'1". From Latvia, the country of
Latvia.
I just pronounced it differently. I don't know why. But he played for a Spain team. He didn't play for Latvia. Latvia, right?
Yeah,
Latvia. So the reason why the Knicks drafted him, in my opinion, it's because D'Angelo Russell gone, Karl Anthony Towns gone, freaking what's his name, Big Ja, gone.
Yeah.
So what could they do? Draft Justice Winslow, draft Moutier, or go with the potential?
Yeah,
the big potential.
I feel like
in Kristaps,
his potential is probably number 3 in that draft. His potential is probably top 2, 3 in that draft.
To be at least an All-Star, make one All-Star appearance, because that's what you look for. That's what you look for in the draft.
I feel like in terms of potential, it'd be him,
deloading,
yeah, and Russell.
Rob, I said deloading.
Oh, I'm bugging. I meant to say Anthony Towns.
Karl Anthony Towns.
Kim calls it Anthony Towns and D'Angelo.
But
yeah.
All right. Let me keep talking. So Kristaps standing at 7'1". He got a touch from the outside. He's not your real formidable big man at the 7'1" position. Nope. He's not the rough and tough, bing down, bing bang, boom bow, pinball with the big folks. No, he's not about that life. He's about, I can make this cute 19-foot jump shot in your face.
Yeah, and he showed the ability to step out, hit some threes, and he has bounce.
You do have bounce. I ain't gonna lie. Kristaps Porzingis is a young 19-year-old 7'1",
7'1" guy.
Whew.
I don't even know his wingspan, but it's probably like 7'6". He's jumping like a guard. This guy could step out and shoot the three, and he has one of the best scorers to ever play the game to teach him basketball.
Carmelo
Anthony.
I said this when we was at Franklin's house watching the draft, and they looked at me because they was on Twitter. I'm like, yo, why y'all giving me dirty looks? And then they said Kristaps Porzingis. I'm like, at first I'm like, man, I was just tight.
Yeah.
Not because I don't like the dude, but like, man,
the Knicks always drafting unknown players.
They always draft an unknown guy. But about an hour later, I'm like, yo, this dude could be nice. He's 19, so the thing is, I think why people are mad because of the pick, he's not ready. Yeah, he ain't ready this year. He ain't gonna be ready next year.
I don't think. Yeah, his impact's not gonna be felt till maybe 3 years later.
He is gonna have an impact this season. Don't get it wrong.
Yeah, I mean like
dominant
impact.
He's not a D'Angelo Russell impact on the team. Something to immediately affect the franchise.
I don't think D'Angelo Russell's gonna have an immediate effect.
I think
it's gonna take him a couple games. I think Anthony Towns definitely gonna have an immediate effect as that defensive anchor for that squad. But I don't think
Porzingis
or pretty much anyone else. I don't feel like.
Can we stay on topic with the Knicks?
I'm sorry. I'm okay. Go ahead.
Oh, Robert. And staying on topic with the Knicks, we could talk about Jerry Grant. Knicks traded Tim Hardaway Jr. It was a good trade. I think it was a good trade.
I didn't like Tim Hardaway Jr. I feel like he was taking too long to progress.
It was dude had 2 years to make an impact. He did his rookie year. He did his shooting. Second year, his shooting went down a little bit from the 3, from the 2. Wasn't really about playing defense. So they said, let me get a guy that can't shoot the ball that well, but he's gonna play defense for my team.
I feel like
Jerry Grant.
I feel like if players after the second year don't show some type of potential, they're not gonna be anything. And I don't feel like Tim Hardaway is going to do anything. That's in my opinion.
Let's go. And over the offseason, other moves were made. Right. No more Samuel Dallenberg. He been gone.
Yeah.
Knicks picked up a big man. For real this time.
Yep.
45. They spent about $48 million on this big man, and he goes by the name of Robin Lopez. Is that a good pickup?
Great pickup. I wish they could have had a more big name. I was trying to say big name in prime time.
Big team?
I said big team. Big name, prime time, big man, but solid. He's gonna do what he's advertised. Like he's gonna leave you 10 and 10, maybe a block and a half.
And he's gonna play hard on defense.
He's gonna make some free throws. That's pretty much. He's gonna do what advertised. That's pretty much what he's gonna do.
Rob mentioned not a Showtime player.
Yeah.
But this year, last time the Knicks could really get free agency was Amari Stoudemire.
Yeah. And
that was 5 years, $99 million.
Yeah.
Right? For one max player.
Yes.
The Knicks did something different this offseason. Oh, excuse me. Knicks did something different. They got Derek Williams.
I don't know how I feel about that pick, but I feel like he could do something.
Elaborate.
I feel like Derek Williams, he came in the league with so much potential.
Number 2 overall pick.
He could step out, hit that 20-footer. And usually players who could hit that 20-foot jump shot in college come in the league, hit that 23-foot three-pointer with at least 35% accuracy.
Right.
And I feel like he hasn't been in a position to succeed. When he came in the league, playing behind Kevin Love. Then he came, didn't have much success in Kings. He went to Kings after that.
He went to Sacramento.
Yeah, he didn't have much success with the Kings because I don't feel like that system was right for him. I feel like this is his last chance.
Listen, Rob. They're gonna put Derek Williams off the bench.
Yeah.
Like I said earlier.
Yeah.
That's a good thing for Derek Williams. Derek Williams, being from Arizona, he was that man on the team. If he can take that same mindset from Arizona, being the attacking killer, which he is, don't get me wrong. He's not really about the shooting. He's got more of a slasher.
More of a slasher.
Derek Williams.
There's going to be a lot of highlight plays with this guy.
Yeah, and that's a good thing for the bench, too. Because this Knicks bench is experienced.
Yes.
Just because they went 17-65 last year, who's on this bench? Langston Galloway started the whole season, 11 points per game. Right? They have Clay Anthony. Clay Anthony didn't play a lot due to injury, but him and LG can get that chemistry. Point guard to the 3. Will Amundsen played the whole year, too.
Don't like him.
Yeah, but it's a bench. For the bench, though, Rob.
Yeah, I like...
He can do a solid job off the bench. We ain't going to expect... The Knicks are not going to expect Will Amundsen to drop 40 a game, 20 a game. Not even 5 a game, Will Amundsen. Not even 5. They expect Will Amundsen to play team defense, team ball. And that's what he does. And that's what is needed for a bench.
And then Kyle O'Quinn off the bench, too.
Kyle O'Quinn get buckets, man. Kyle O'Quinn going to be nice. Rob, NBA 2K16, what was his
second season? My second season in my GM. Kyle O'Quinn became a 95.
95. This dude got
dominant player.
Potential. Nah, this dude got real life potential. A big man in Kyle O'Quinn, young guy, so he's still gonna learn the game. But the potential for him to become maybe into the starting role too.
He might
later in the season is huge for the Knicks.
Because Chris Apps is starting, so I know there's a lot of potential with that 4.
With the 4 spot.
4 spot between him, Derek Williams, and Chris Apps.
Carmelo Anthony, is this his last year in New York?
I didn't want him to stay with the Knicks because New York is doing 2 things at once. They're trying to rebuild and
be nice at the same time.
Nice at the same time. You can't like this team without Melo. You put in Clay Anthony at the 3. Let Clay Anthony emerge. Let Clay Anthony be potentially a good player. And continue to grow with the same unit. I feel like this team could be nice in a couple years, but right now we're stuck in a purgatory of making the playoffs and not getting better. Because we're probably gonna make the playoffs. The East is so weak right now, but with Melo staying there for the whole season, that's probably gonna be what's happening. And we don't have any draft picks, but we're trying to rebuild. It doesn't make sense to me at all.
So on this, is this Carmelo Anthony's fault? Not having draft picks? No, we're not saying that.
That's not his fault at all, but
we saying Carmelo Anthony. Jersey Joe don't like Carmelo Anthony, right?
Yeah.
Because he says a ball dominant player like Carmelo can't lead the team.
Yeah.
Is this true? Kinda, sorta. With the Knicks, kinda, sorta, because Carmelo did put the team in the playoffs, right?
Yeah.
So this year I don't think so. Melo got to prove. He's going to look at the East, which we're going to be talking about in the later segment, Eastern Conference preview. But he's looking at the East. He's saying, "Yo, we can make some noise if we really want to. If we really want to, we can be the 6th seed. If they really wanted to, they could be the 6th seed."
I see a lot of teams falling out. I feel like the East is wide open past the 4th. Past the 4th spot, I feel like everything is possible.
With Rob saying that, Carmelo Anthony got something to prove.
Yes.
Coming off of an injury.
Because we know the 1st and 2nd, 3rd spots probably locked right now. Barring some crazy injuries to Cleveland, Chicago, or Indiana, or I don't know what team's going to make the 3rd spot, but I feel like those 3 teams are solid. Whatever 3 teams make it, there's not going to be much comp out of that. But I feel like the bottom 5, it's open for anybody.
Yeah, so if the Knicks could get this 6th seed, Carmelo Anthony got something to prove. Coming off the injury, he's like, yo, I got LeBron winning rings. Steph Curry winning ring. I don't even know man's like that. KD got to the finals. You know, just making noise in the playoffs. That's what Carmelo needs to do. Carmelo is a pure scorer, top 3 scorer, top 2 scorer in this league. Carmelo Anthony, 24 points per game easily. He's gonna average 26 per game.
So I'm just sad. Like Melo, I wish Melo could be on a good team.
So Knicks making the playoff this year? Yes or no?
Yes. The East is just hard.
All right. Is Endicott going to be coming back?
Probably. Hopefully.
All right. Hopefully Endicott will be returning. WICR. Rob Jiggity Ben, Zeno the Hero. Word.
This is WICR.